Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to another episode of Funday Sunday, and today we are taking a look at the Tier 8 premium German battleship, the Tirpitz, and we are playing on Trident. We have a Lexington, Alabama, Tirpitz, Dunkirk, Edinburgh, Algeria, Miyoko, 2 galleys, a Kagero, and a Gaydon Fubuki. On the enemy team there is a Lexington, Tirpitz, Bismarck, Dunkirk, a Charles Martel, 2 Algeries, a HSF Graspe, an Alba, a Harikaze, Akatsuki, and a Nevny. Now, I really do like the Tirpitz. I really do. And I thought it was kind of OP, overpowered. Yes, I guess since that's what OP means. Anyways, I thought it was OP that the Tirpitz now gets even a longer range than it previously did, which is just downright incredible to me, and I don't understand why Wargaming thought it was a much needed thing to increase the range. Yes, the secondary guns got nerfed a little bit, but it was kind of needed. And the Tirpitz, especially the Tirpitz, didn't really need the same distance as far as secondaries are concerned compared to the Bismarck. And I just find it ridiculous that now the Tirpitz has 11.3 kilometers. And look at that. A very shocking citadel right there at that Charles Martel. But I think it's just downright ridiculous. I think it's was not needed for the Tirpitz to get a additional buff to its secondary range. The Tirpitz is a pretty good ship, all considering. Yes, she does have that weird dispersion right there. Look at that. This poor Charles Martel is just in a terrible position. Friendly Alabama. We are joined. I probably should go ahead and point this out. We are joined with Jay and his Alabama. So yeah, Alabama's another ship that I think is probably a little overpowered at the moment, especially considering it did have a fairly major weakness, and I think that should have been needed, but they're concerned about loss of cells, which, I mean, I can understand considering this game is free to play and their whole point of making money is by selling these ships and as well as premium time. So I understand from a standpoint on that of why they did it. And this Bismarck's starting to become a downright pain in the butt for me. I am pushing in. I do have Jay with providing additional AA. It's a I believe a tier 6. Oh no, tier 8. That's a Lexington. It's a tier 8. So having Jay and his Alabama was very, very beneficial. And can I say, for as long as the Dunkirk has been around, and I've heard so many times that it's easy to citadel these ships, I've never had the best of luck of that. Look at this. 10.8 kilometers. Our secondaries are going off. And I don't remember if I had my Kurfürst captain on him. I don't think I do. I may have. But it's just ridiculous. I'm pretty certain I don't have my Kurfürst now that I'm thinking about it, because both sides are going off, which I've always kind of debated whether or not it's better to have the increased accuracy of your secondaries or the ability to fire off both sides. As you can see, both sides are doing really well getting shots off against targets. Algeria is currently focusing us. Should be able to take him down with no problem. Looks like those are possibly the Algeria. And look at that, double citadel, devastating strike against the Algeria. And that is our very first kill of the game. And our team's not doing too bad. We aren't securing caps that well. Looks like the enemy team did lemming train all the way over to A. They only had the poor Nevny over at C, who eventually went down. So yes, there's that. Now, I am in kind of a particular situation, and going back to the Dunkirk, I've always had the worst luck getting citadels on this Dunkirk. And it's not. Oh, there we go. Finally got a citadel, and we ourselves got citadeled. I believe from the enemy Bismarck over there. Like I said, this Bismarck's kind of becoming a problem, so I'm gonna have to turn in to try to prevent any more damage from that Bismarck. Yeah, he's definitely looking at us. And open up, and we're gonna just take our time. No need to really push. So going probably, I guess there's one good thing I like about this update. That's actually not the button I wanted to push. This button, I love this. This thing is really super awesome. The only downside obviously is I don't know the short keys anymore. I have to use that, which kind of sucks. So yes, we are getting hammered away. Jay does pull in front of us, and he's gonna try to tank some damage for me, because yes, I am taking quite a significant amount of damage from that enemy Bismarck. So yes, there's that, and it looks like the Lexington is spotted. But at the exact same time, down south, there is the enemy Harikaze, and the Harikaze, which I actually haven't tested. I've heard it does have the ability to have the Akazuki guns with pretty decent torpedoes, so gotta be careful of that ship down there. We do have a enemy Graspe, which is sitting broadside still. I don't exactly know why, but I am trying to be careful. Trying to keep my bow pointed in against this Dunkirk. This Dunkirk really does not like me, as you can tell right there, to open up against us. Now, it could be debatable whether or not to use HE, and I would probably agree right now. HE would be pretty decent against them, but honestly, our secondaries are going to be just pumping the high explosive towards them, and there is the Harikaze's torpedoes, and unfortunately, Jay is going to be eating quite a few of them, but fortunately, I'm able to slow up. How many torpedoes am I actually going to get? Maybe one? Yep, looks like one, and oh my word, right below our gun casement there. But fortunately, I think we should be fine. Jay, on the other hand, is in just a bad position. Is he going to be able to escape from these torpedoes? It looks like he is slowing up, and he does dodge those torpedoes. So the Harikaze does have the torpedo boost reload module on it. And this Dunkirk's slowly going down. Torpedoes coming in, I think, from the Algerie, but this Dunkirk should go down. And you can see we've taken a lot of damage. We are very, very low on health. We are running our last repair. And come on, really? 761 points of health. Come on, let's just finish this Dunkirk, get our second kill, and there we go. Very, very nice. Now we can switch our attention over to the east, or better yet, the north side of the map. The enemy team's not doing so hot. They are losing a lot of their ships. I do focus the Akatsuki, and I think he's going to go down right there. Kind of steal the kill there, I will have to say. But I definitely would probably be moving right now, because that Akatsuki is still around somewhere. Much rather not give him the opportunity to continue dropping torpedoes. And yes, the enemy team's definitely going down very, very quickly. But as far as damage done, 120,000 points of damage, which is not too bad. The enemy Bismarck should go down. It looks like the Lexington is going after us. I guess so. It looks like he is going to have to run a gauntlet of AA defense. And yep, alright, that is unfortunate. And there are the torpedoes from the Harikaze. I'm pretty certain, I think the Harikaze just went down, or better yet, the Graspe's been down for a while. So going back to the buff of the secondaries on the Tirpitz, it's just one of those things that I just don't understand why. It was the same thing with the German cruisers getting a buff through their HE, and I don't understand Wargaming. Why you think we needed this? I I never thought the Hindenburg needed buff to AA. I thought the whole point of the German cruiser was the fact that they had pretty fantastic armor piercing. And then going with the buff to the secondaries. Yes, I know, I understand damage and fire chance got nerfed, but it was not that much. But then you increase the range on all of the ships, and then for the Kurfürst and the Scharnhorst, you increase the rate of fire on certain secondary guns. So yeah, I really don't understand some of these buffs. Some I just don't think are needed, but that's just my opinion. So we did earn Confederate. Trying to focus down this Lexington, and there is the enemy Harikaze. It looks like we have a friendly galley that's actually currently trying to focus him down. There we go. We earned high caliber. Got some more hits. I'm trying to be careful. Don't want a chance just brushing a Harikaze, because I might be wrong, but I'm pretty certain the Harikaze does have the torpedo rearmament module on it. And yeah, there are the torpedoes in at the galley. I'm just gonna let my secondaries do the fun job. Gonna try to use this island to my advantage as much as possible before we end this. But this Harikaze, yeah, look at this. This is just madness. And keep in mind, this is not a fully spec'd out captain on secondaries. So yeah, I love my turrets, don't get me wrong. It's just I don't understand the whole point of adding these buffs that are really unneeded, especially to premium ships. I'm definitely not a big fan of buffs, like major buffs, like lowering a citadel or increasing secondary ranges. Like these buffs, I'm not a big fan of to premiums. Yes, I understand that they're trying to ensure that they make sales plan and whatnot, but it's still not a big fan of it. But this Harikaze is going to go down right there. Secondary close quarter expert. Overall, not a bad game. 145,000, almost 146. We got Devastating Strike, Confederate, High Caliber, Close Quarter Expert, and Dreadnought as well. But this is going to be it for this episode of Funday Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zai Jen.